You got a nice big smile.
Feel happy.
Mm.
I love the meditation. Ah, I wanted to ask about. I have felt this kind of smoothly relaxation in my body and energy with the years of satsang and coming to this space. And I was wondering, what is really awakening? If it is an event, or how is it for you? In your
How it
experience.
is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I gladly answer it. Before I answer it, I would like to know, where does the question come from?
Comes from a part of me that is very curious of what is it really, and this also yearning for even a deeper and deeper of this sweetness.
Yes.
Yeah, once more.
Yes. So just know that this sweetness is right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is awakening for you right now?
Uh, just being aware of this myself. Yeah. As this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to put in words, huh? Yes. Yes. But the taste is here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So trust that that's the expression of awakening right now for you. Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to acknowledge that first, because it's so obvious, so that you know that's where you put your seat, so to speak. Yeah. So then, to answer your question, awakening itself, let's say when it happens, um, that seems to be an event, right? Because we talk about it. Yeah, I woke up to my nature, or whatever word it is. I found the one, or the one found me, or I know God now, or whatever the word is. So that we have a taste. So I had a taste, so to speak, many years ago. For me, it was very connected with the teachers I was with. So for me, my first taste was when I was with Bhagwan, my first guru person, or Osho. But then when I was with him, he was called Bhagwan. And that was just a taste of the deep silence that I am. So I arrived at his feet, so to speak. I had just traveled from Holland like 2 days, 2 nights, and I arrived. Actually, it was actually sweet, very sweet experience, because I traveled so long. Went to the place where I was going to sleep, put all my stuff, immediately went to the ashram, and there was a darshan, and the gate was closed because the darshan had already started. So I knocked on the door, and the guard said, "I'm not allowed to let you in." And of course, I was deeply disappointed. So he saw that on my face. He said, "You just arrived?" I said, "Yeah, I traveled 2 days, 2 nights, and I'm fried." He said, "Okay, come in, but don't tell anybody." So I came in, sat down, and the moment I sat down at Bhagwan's feet, I was like gone in the deep silence that I'd never experienced. Even touches me to share it. So that was my first experience just the taste of the silence. Not so much knowing that that's what I am, but it was like a taste, kind of a foretaste, I call it more. So just that taste sitting in the ocean of silence. And then much later, just deepening into that. And then I was in the Netherlands still. I went back to Holland after a year and was studying. And then a lot of Advaita stuff started happening. Then there were these Advaita groups and so-called non-dual groups. I didn't understand anything of it. And people were laughing and I thought it was like BS. I just didn't understand the whole non-dual stuff, even though I had that taste. And then when I came in America and met Adya, when I was sitting with him, then I feel, as I call it in my experience, like the bottom fell out. Then I feel I had my, we call it my true awakening, that I feel like I was shown behind the veil of awareness, as I call it, behind the I am. So it felt even deeper than just the I am, than the silence was something way more, and a bliss, and I can't put in words, wondrous emptiness that I hadn't experienced before. And it was just a very brief taste. And I didn't even talk about it. It was just my experience. And then that was that. And then that just deepening that. And then at some point there was an experience. So it's experienced and in the human, right, as an experience. But then I really knew it's just not an experience. It's what is. The moment I saw behind the veils of awareness, it was like that was what was since then all the time. Before that, the silence of my being, so to speak, was still kind of coming and going. But after that experience was just what's always here. So it's a way being awake to my nature. So my nature came to the forefront. So to me, that's what awakening is, to deeply know the nature of who I am. And then that starts growing and growing and growing till that nature is so deeply known that I know I'm looking from and looking at, and that there's truly no difference. And I thought when Adya gave me the name Wondrous Emptiness, that really fits for me, the Myoku. So that's my experience of just being here. It's very simple. It's nothing elated, nothing up or down. It's just here. It's that wakefulness is what was here when I was little, and that's still here. No difference. It's just being awake to who I am and knowing that the I am is all there is. And it's also just deeper than the I am. It's something that I cannot quite describe. That was after that experienced, I call it kind of being shot in the universe and totally obliterated, and nobody there to experience anything really. Just when I came back, knowing that something that I couldn't describe, like the unfathomable blah behind everything. I don't know how to describe it. So that to me, just in daily life, is to be that awakeness, to live that at every moment. And doesn't mean that in my humanity there's no stuff. There's still stuff. There's just the forever deepening and knowing of who I am. And that starts waking up in all departments.
like turning
That's my
up the volume.
experience.
Feels
Pardon?
like turning up the volume of
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
My belly's shaking like, ooh, like yelly. Yelly, is that the word? I guess that a part of me is a little ooh. And another part is very happy, you know.
Yeah. So drink that. Whatever is happening in your belly, let yourself see what it's like to allow yourself to be touched by that. To let it do you. Because it's flowing through you. It's not you. Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. Because often when we have experiences in our bodies, we think it's us, we're doing it, and we need to struggle then with it and do something with it, or it feels so good, or it feels so bad. Let it do you. Be awake to it. So awakening is you are awake to it. You let it do what it does. Yeah. And then if movement needs to happen, movement will come from the wakefulness, from clarity, from the heart. Yeah. And if we want to, we can dive into it. But it's more and more you live the awake life, you know everything happens in you. Yeah. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to change anything. And simultaneously change happens. Because movement starts happening, but the movement comes from wakefulness, from clarity, from the heart, from your nature, which is natural. Yeah. Start sinking in, huh? Okay.
Thank you, Marlies.
Great to meet you. Wonderful.